Welcome to Mountain to Lake Realty Showcase. I'm Bob Parcell.
And I'm Steve Furrow. Bob, thank you for letting me be here with you today on the Cable 12, your neighborhood network.
My pleasure, Steve.
Yes, sir. We appreciate that very much.
Thanks for tuning in. Our company website's on your screen where you can get all of our contact information, search for all the listings in the Roanoke Valley Association of Realtors MLS, and all kinds of tips for buyers and sellers. And we'll certainly be glad to talk to you about any specific questions or needs you may have.
You bet. We just need you to come by the office or give us a call. Our office is located at 195 South Main Street, Uptown Rocky Mount. We have someone there at the office Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5. All day, every day during those hours. And then there's typically agents in and out outside of those hours. But if those hours don't work for you, just let us know and we'll be glad to come to you when it's convenient for you.
That's true.
Bob, what's new in the market right now? What's going on in the real estate market?
Well, I've seen or read where some buyers and lenders are discussing buy-down mortgages.
Buy-down mortgages.
Buy-down mortgages.
So what is a buy-down mortgage, Bob?
Well, the best thing a buyer can do is get an expert advice from a lender. But my understanding is you can quote, like the name implies, you can buy down the interest rate for maybe a couple points for a year. Then maybe the second year you buy it down for a point. So let's pretend the interest rate is 6%. You could buy it down potentially to 4% for the first year, buy it down at the closing, you buy it down. The first year is going to be 4% in this example. The second year, you've bought it down to 1% less, which would be 5%. And your lender can give you all the details about what that costs, what your options are, how many years it could be bought down. Some people are speculating maybe they might refinance 2 or 3 years down the road, but that's speculation. I've read where some buyers are considering asking maybe the seller to provide concessions for that. Maybe that's negotiated off the purchase price. If the home is $350,000, perhaps, let's say you offer $350,000 with the seller paying up to $12,000 towards your buy down with the lender, which I guess the seller would view that as a $338,000 offer. But that's kind of the high level concept of it. I'm by no means an expert on that, but lenders would be. So the important thing is just know that's an option for you, and you can discuss with your lender, what the terms are, what the costs are, and it's just something to think about.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where we think about we were spoiled, Bob, for a period of time there where interest rates were 4%, for give or take, but they were
less than that, yeah.
They were 4% for a long time. For a long time, we were spoiled, and now the interest rates have creeped up. Depending on your credit and so forth. I don't think anybody's getting a 4% loan today without some sort of creative financing or something like you've talked about there, the buy downs that maybe exist. But so we were spoiled for a while. Now these options have come on along, talking about buy downs. Even heard someone talk about an adjustable rate here recently. So there's options. There's options. If you're a buyer in the market today, it's still a good time to buy. How many times I've heard Billy Kingery tell me about when he built his house, the interest rate was 14%. Maybe you have some similar experience.
I had a CD in 1980 getting, I think, 15%.
Yeah.
Or certificate of deposit. But the important thing is, things change all the time. We always have emphasized find a really good real estate agent and stick with them. We think those agents are in our office, but also think you should find a really good lender and stick with them, because there's so many loan types and programs. They're constantly changing and evolving and being modified. They're changing with the time. So speak to your lender. Things change rapidly, and they can give you some choices of what your options might be.
And you do have options, and so talking with those experts, allowing them to share their knowledge with you is only going to benefit you. And there's no, to my knowledge, there is no cost to that, right, Bob? Just talking, asking some questions, no cost there.
People don't charge you to talk to them?
No, sir, they don't.
Okay, well.
I'm not Bob Parcell class now, that's for sure. But speaking of class, Bob, we've got some great properties to talk about, right?
Let's do it.
Let's jump right in here. The first property we've got here is Grassy Hill Road in Rocky Mount.
Yep, we briefly went over it last week, but we certainly give you more detail about this listing today. 3990 Grassy Hill Road has a Rocky Mount address. So we're working your way towards Boone's Mill. 1972 brick home you see in this picture is 1,241 square feet. Nice covered front porch. 2 homes on this property. Primary home has 4 bedrooms and 2 baths. Nice family room, hardwood flooring. Nice stainless steel appliances, eat-in kitchen. Recently painted cabinets, formal living and dining room. Nice masonry fireplace, those nice wood floors. Again, 4-bedroom, 2-bath home. There's a good picture. See that partial or walkout basement on the lower side. The second home has a front porch, 2 bedrooms, updated bathroom, 728 square feet. So it's very rare to find a property with 2 homes. Speak to your lender about any implications it might be for a mortgage with 2 homes. I think that's a unique piece of property. So again, give your lender a chance. Tell them what you're considering. Make sure nothing comes up.
Yeah, and on 1.5 acres, you still, if you live in the larger house, you've got a chance maybe for some rental income here. If you wanted to get into that business, certainly be a potential option there.
That's right. So again, unique property on Grassy Hill Road, 1.5 acres and 2 homes. There's an updated bathroom. Of course, you're going to be close to Boone's Mill in Roanoke as well. Nice detached garage. Please give us a call. We'll be glad to give you more details and a tour of this home on Grassy Hill Road.
So we're going to head from Rocky Mount, we're going to head south. Pond Road here in Martinsville. It actually is in Henry County. If you're not familiar with Pond Road, take 58 west, turn right on Preston Road, and then a left on Pond. Here the property sits on 5 acres, 5 very nice usable acres here on Pond Road. 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, a little over total 2,325 total square feet. You do see it does have a nice brick ranch floor plan that you'll see here, but it does have a full walkout basement. We'll show you some pictures of that here in a minute. On the entry level, you do have this attached covered carport here. That's always a nice feature. You'll find down below in the lower level there is a single car garage, and then I'm going to show you a picture of a detached garage as well. A really nice feature of this property here on Pond Road in Martinsville. We're going to step inside. One of the first things you're going to see here is the nice hardwood floors. Got to appreciate that. When you get in here, we're going to see some hardwood floors. We've got new flooring in the kitchen and the bathrooms, a new carpet in the areas. We've got a new roof, new gutters, new heat pump, garage doors, freshly painted. Bob, can I go on and on?
I think you are, Steve.
We'll step in here to the kitchen. Get a shot there of the kitchen. As I mentioned there, new flooring in the kitchen. This is bedroom number 1, of course bathroom number 1, bedroom number 2, and bedroom number 3. Nice family room here with a brick masonry fireplace. You come around to the back side of the home. As we mentioned, we do have a full walkout basement. You do see the attached single car garage there underneath, which is always a nice feature. Here's that single car detached garage I talked about before. Just always a nice feature here with any property. Talked about the 5 acres earlier. There's a shot of that backyard, but those 5 acres are very gentle as far as slope goes. So great spot here on those usable. We talk about acreage and usable acreage. Here's 5 very usable acres here on Pond Road in Martinsville.
Good job, Steve.
Thanks, Bob.
Now we're coming back to Rocky Mount for this nice brick 4-square home on Claiborne Avenue, right off of Main Street in Rocky Mount. Great location. It actually is adjacent to Mary Elizabeth Park. Tennis courts, pickleball, swing sets, picnic pavilion. I've been in this home many times as a child. A good friend of mine lived there. So
I just don't forget the sandbox. Don't they have a sandbox there at Mary Elizabeth?
I've never been in the sandbox, Steve.
Well, you haven't lived, Bob. You haven't lived.
I'll have to check that out sometime. But the back of this home, the lower level, has been an apartment for many, many years. It's zoned R2. Great location. So you step inside the entry level. It's 1,200 square feet. Nice wood floors, large rooms, good-sized kitchen, really nice floors. A lot of updates have been done to this house as well. Built-in china cabinet, good-sized kitchen on the back right of the home. You go upstairs, there's another 1,155 square feet. All in all, you have 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths, and a half bath in this brick home. There's a good view. Separate entrances to all. There's, of course, an entrance on the covered front porch, back porch as well. Then that lower level is the apartment, and then an outside entrance on the right side. Of course, you're very close to the Harvester, downtown Rocky Mount. You're in uptown Rocky Mount. So it's a really good location. Again, zoned R2, close to a sandbox. Right, Steve?
It's just behind the that back porch there, Bob.
You used to play baseball there on Mary Elizabeth Park, and the right field was so close, there was a fence there, and I forget her last name, but if you hit it in her backyard, it was just a double because it was so close to the right field line.
Oh.
So I've had many a memory there, a lot of on those tennis courts and the baseball field, and it used to be 4 different satellite football teams would practice in Mary Elizabeth Park at the same time back in the day. So nice home here on Claiborne Avenue.
Wow, that is quality stuff right there.
It is.
That is good stuff. Now, we're going to stay in Rocky Mount. This is Donald Avenue. This nice 2-story stone home that you see here in front of you. 4 bedrooms, 2 full baths. Does have a detached 2-door garage. 1,300, a little over 1,300 total square feet here with the home itself. You know, we talk about location, you know, you can't get much better as far as in the town of Rocky Mount. You within walking distance to Pizza Hut, to the high school, Dollar General's not far away. There's just lots and lots of convenience here in this location on Donald Avenue. We'll step inside, we get a chance to see the living room and dining area. Come around to the kitchen. I think we've got another shot here from the other side of the kitchen, but you get a chance to see the prep space, the storage space here in the kitchen. The bedroom on the entry level. There's a bath there as well. Coming around there, we step upstairs to the bedrooms upstairs. Of course, the bathroom upstairs. But a lot of features here. It sits on half an acre. Very nice level lot here in the town of Rocky Mount. As I mentioned before, that 2-door detached garage. This is a 28 by 36. And when you step inside, it is wide open. Wide open. So we could probably put on some roller skates, Bob, and get the roller skating around in here if you didn't put anything else in here.
We could do roller derby for 1 week show.
Hey man, that would be fun. That would be fun. You think I could give you the old slingshot move and propel you around?
Yeah, we'll just make an appointment at the hospital. have my room waiting.
I got you. I got you. But this is a really nice feature here on Donald Avenue that you've got to appreciate. This a large detached garage on Donald Avenue in the heart of Rocky Mount.
Next we'll travel to Works for this home on Windy Creek Drive. That's going to be real near the Burnt Chimney areas. So if you're at Burnt Chimney, you're going up Route 116, 2 or 3 miles, take a right on Landmark, a quick right on Poteet. Left on Windy Creek, this is the last home on the right with over 8 acres. The back border is Gills Creek, so it's very private. Home was built in 2000, has 1,568 square feet. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home. In a very private setting. The sunroom or screen porch you see here is not included in the 1568 square feet. You could enclose it and add to it if you want, but it's really nice to have that feature to take advantage of your very private location and looking off in the woods. Nice, very nice yard. Here's a view from the driveway looking up to Windy Creek, so you can see how far off Windy Creek Drive the property is located. Always been surprised how few properties in our county have 7 or 8 acres or more. You'd think in a rural county there'd be quite a few, but it's a very small percentage. Of course, you have 8+ acres with this particular property on Windy Creek Drive. Again, it has a Wirtz address, very convenient to Burnt Chimney. Next, we'll travel to Circle Drive for this commercial property on the corner of North Main and Circle Drive, built in 1999. Has 2 heat pumps, both have been replaced. 16 paid parking spots in the back. Previously, this was used as a probation office. They've expanded to the former Moose Lodge on Grassy Hill Road. That's why this building is available. But you have over 2,800 square feet. There's 12 offices all in the 4 outside walls. They all have a window. It easily could be modified or retrofitted to have a different layout on the inside. There's a view from North Main Street, of course, high traffic count, zoned GB. But again, you step inside, there's 12 offices, there's 4 half baths, reception area, conference room, reception area. We're glad to give you more details for this brick building built in 1999. I think what sets it apart from some other commercial properties are the parking and the year built and the brick construction.
We're going to continue to talk about commercial properties here a little bit, and this is one on Craig Valley Drive. It's actually in Newcastle, which is in Craig County. We have the opportunity to work with buyers and sellers all over the state of Virginia. But here's a property that is located in Craig County. Great when you think about potential. This building that you see right here is 6,000 square feet warehouse manufacturing area, and then you've got over 1,000 square feet of office area in the property. So it's a total of almost 7,000 square feet here in this main building. And then you look at, well, what is the potential of being able to handle maybe large deliveries? You've got your own dock here. You've got multiple roll-up doors. And when we'll get a chance to step inside and see, you'll see there is plenty of room to move around. Additional features, you've got heating and cooling throughout the entire building. It is plumbed for an air compressor, which is always a nice feature. It's served by 3-phase electric power, which is a big deal when we're talking about commercial buildings. You've got 2 bathrooms and of course these 2 garage doors that we talked about earlier, one of those being at dock height. So a lot of nice features here on Craig Valley Drive. It is in Craig County with a Newcastle address. When I mentioned there, this first building, but just tons and tons of potential here with this main building. And then if that's not enough, we're going to come around and we're going to give you a shot of the second building. And guess what? That second building, well, it covers a total of, I'm sorry, Bob, 2,400 total square feet here. You've got multiple roll-up doors. You've got a large mezzanine for storage. And both buildings have water and electric. You got plenty of room for parking, plenty of room for expansion. All it needs is you and your plan here on Craig Valley Drive in Newcastle. So from Newcastle, we're coming back to Rocky Mount. Here we are, Old Franklin Turnpike. This would be east of Rocky Mount, but you're approximately 3.5 miles out of the town of Rocky Mount, east there on Old Franklin Turnpike. Great location as far as when you think about the number of vehicles that pass by this property every day. It's in the thousands. It is in the thousands. Extremely high traffic count here. This building has been updated. It's got new wiring, a new metal roof, furnace and AC, water heater, windows, insulation. Lots and lots of updates here. You can see you've got a 2-car garage. One side, of course, the office building there on the other. Underneath this 2-car garage is an additional 2-door garage underneath. So this particular property happens to be an auto sales business. So you've got plenty of opportunity here for that very purpose. And this is a unique commercial listing in the fact that not only are we offering the 1.5 acres located right on Old Franklin Turnpike, but then you have the opportunity to purchase the business itself, which is going to include the auto sales business, the property, as well as the auto sales, which would include things like inventory, accounts receivable. There's lots of things we could talk about when we're talking about selling the actual business, but that's what's being included here in that price. Love for you to sit down, have a chance to talk to us about the buildings. Let's talk about the business, see what possibilities you might have or your interest level might be in those things. A great opportunity here on Old Franklin Turnpike in Rocky Mount.
We'll come back to Rocky Mount for this commercial property located on the corner of Diamond Avenue and Franklin Street. Great location, also a high traffic count, zone CBD. Been used as a flower shop for several decades, has lots of potential. Restaurant could be a potential use of the property. You have over 3,500 square feet all on one floor, 2 walk-in coolers, great storefront windows, ample parking. There's 7 parking spots on the right. All the parking to the left of the building over towards the granary building goes with this particular property. So you have at least 20 paid parking spots, which is critical for running a business to get customers in and out. So I'll be glad to give you a tour of this property, but it's in excellent shape. As I mentioned, it has 2 walk-in coolers, lots of storage, tall ceilings. All your square footage is on the entry floor, metal and rubber roof. Here's a good view from across the Diamond Avenue, looking towards the right side of the building. To the right back of the building is the entrance to the other parking. You see in this picture, greenhouse there. Really good location, ample parking, 3,520 plus square feet all on one floor for this property at 190 Franklin Street.
Say that again, how many square feet?
Over 3,527.
Just looking at the front, you wouldn't think that it would be that big, but that's a big building.
Maybe I should take you in.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to switch gears here. We're going to go back to some residential properties. I'm going to share one here on Ormac Lane. This is just north of Rocky Mount, just to pass the intersection of, on 220 there, intersection of Virgil Good Highway and Wirtz Road. Just beyond the north side of that intersection, Ormac Lane would be on your left if you are heading north. This is a very unique property. It's a little over 5,500. I think it's almost 6,000 square feet here with this property on Ormac Lane. You do see the attached 2-car garage here as you drive in on the pavement, this paved driveway. We'll come around to the front side of the home and you get a chance to see this really nice entrance with the slate, a nice slate foundation you see there. That slate continues on inside into the grand foyer. You got to appreciate when you step in this home, it's one of a kind from my perspective. You've got a lot of unique features, talking about storage, thinking about the bedrooms and the layout of the property, just really, really unique. You got the grand foyer here with the grand staircase. We come around here to the living room area and one of 3 fireplaces here in this home. A dining area, dining room here. Tons of storage here. Of course, that carries on into the kitchen. Got a nice family room. This would be 2 of 3 fireplaces in the home. This is the second one here in the family room. You've got a sunroom that runs the length of one side of the home. Here's a shot of half of that sunroom. We'll give you another one here in a minute. But this is the primary bedroom suite on the entry level, and you can see this closet space that you've got, as well as bathroom entrance there. We'll come around to bedroom number 2 here on the entry level. Nice bathroom here on the entry level. I mentioned it's 5 bedrooms, 4 full baths. Here's a shot of that sunroom, the other half of the sunroom. We'll go upstairs now and get a chance to see some of the bedrooms, office area upstairs, as well as a full bath. Enter bedrooms upstairs. There's 3 bedrooms upstairs. We come around downstairs to the lower level. Here's the 3rd and final brick masonry fireplace here on the lower level. But tons of room down here. It is a full walkout basement, so you've got access from that standpoint. Maybe you've got a loved one that wants his and her entrance to be a way for them to access in and out and not have to bother anyone else. There is a full bathroom down there, as well as tons of storage. You've got the laundry room downstairs. I mentioned the 3rd fireplace. Here's a shot of the back. It sits on 6.43 acres. So you've got plenty of room here to kind of stretch out, but this is a shot of the back side of the home, and you get a chance to see that sunroom that runs down the length of the back side of the home. It does have a detached garage workshop area. It does have a cement floor in there, so that just gives you tons of storage space, maybe a place to store one of those cars that you might, well, you just might not drive all the time, Bob. It'd be a great spot to put that. Maybe you got a tractor, you got a little garden here on the 6.43 acres out the back door. You got a tractor to help you keep all the weeds out. It won't be long, Bob, and it's going to be garden time. You know what I'm saying? This is Ormac Lane in Rocky Mount.
Next we'll travel a little south of Rocky Mount for this very nice 1-owner brick home on Virgil Good Highway. It comes with 4 other lots that are already separate tax parcels. They border not only Virgil Good Highway but Clark Road, so you could access them off of Clark Road as well. You step inside this very nice brick home. You have 2,676 square feet on the entry level with a brick foyer, formal living room and dining room. Very nice breakfast area off the kitchen with a bay window and nice cherry cabinets in the kitchen. You can enjoy 1 level living. There's a laundry on this floor. There's 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, a half bath, and a laundry on the first floor. There's a nice large formal dining room. Nice den with hardwood floors, built-in bookshelves, and masonry fireplace. All the bedrooms are spacious with large closets, plenty of room. Great layout for this home. One of the nice features is also 1,000 square feet in the lower level we'll show you in a second. This is off the kitchen where you have a laundry, half bath, and desk area. The door there leads outside. There's no steps to come in, so you had a guest could come in here to this 1,000 square foot lower level that's finished with a family room with wet bar, full bath, and good size bedroom with large closets. Nice paved drive, attached 2-car garage. Very private setting. All this land is wooded. Timber hasn't been cut in many years. A lot of timber value on it, in my opinion. Nice slate patio that you see here. Be a great place to relax. Again, great location, just a little south of Rocky Mount, and 4 additional lots that touch not only Virgil Good Highway but Clark Road. So thanks again for watching Mountain Lake Realty Showcase here on Cable 12.
Thank you, Bob, for letting me join you today.